Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to be showing how to use the search feature, the map search feature. So here we are in Matrix MLS. We have a customer that has asked for a search created. She'd like to see properties with at least an acre located near the Florida Turnpike in the Lake County area. And we're going to expand the search to Orange County and Lake County. So here we are starting from the quick search feature in Matrix, search, quick search. And we're looking for active listings. In quick search, this is a residential search, so this is looking for homes. The person might also be interested in vacant land, which you would do the same way. You would just go to vacant land, quick search, and do what I'm about to do here. So here we are in active listings. We're going to first choose property that's at least 1 or more acres. So I'm going to say, we can say between 1 and 5 acres. The quick search screen comes with this total acreage section already populated into the quick search criteria. But I have found that this isn't very accurate because realtors choose this feature when they're inputting a listing, and many times they're wrong. And it might be right most of the time, but if we want to uncover all of the possible results, we want to use a different search criteria. So you can use this one. You can click 1 to less than 2, and then click Control, and then click on the other one to highlight both. 1 to less than 2 and 2 to less than 5, which means 1 to 5 by highlighting both. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to leave that blank, and then I'm going to use a feature that I have here, lot size acres. Now the thing is that your MLS, most agents' MLS doesn't include that search field, so you have to add it. The way I add it is by using this additional fields section. I click on add or remove. When you click on that, it gives you all of these optional search criteria options. And you can type in here in the search bar acre, and it'll say total acreage or lot size acreage. So that's what we have. So I've already chosen it, but once you choose it, for example, you can choose total acreage, and then you can click add. And by doing that, it has added that feature. Now, when I go back and go to these customizable search criteria, it'll be in here. So what we have here is lot size square footage. We also have lot size acres. And once you add that, it'll always pop up when you do quick search. So you just do it one time and it'll always be in there in the future. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to go to lot size acres, and I'm going to type in 0.75 to 5 acres. Because sometimes someone says they'd like an acre, but if a property had 0.75 acres, 3/4 of an acre, and everything else about it was perfect, I want to share those types of properties with them also and let them decide if they're not interested. So just kind of adding a few extra bonus results, and the buyer can always disregard them if they're not interested in them. So just by doing that, we have 2,561 matches. We obviously want to narrow that down, and we're going to narrow that down by using the map search feature up here. Map search, you click on that. And so now it shows us the whole state. Well, the reason why there's over 2,000 matches is because it's searching the entire Stellar MLS coverage area, which is most of Central Florida, from coast to coast practically. But we want to stay in Lake County. So what I'll do here is if I go back to the criteria where we were looking. I'm going to narrow it down to lake. Highlight lake and Orange County. Right there. Okay, so when I narrow it down to Lake and Orange County, now we have 460 matches, which is down quite a bit from over 2,000. Now we can go to the map search function. You can also click on this map, but let's go click on the map search. Okay, now that we're here in the map search, these are all of the properties that are between 1 to 5 acres in Lake and Orange County. This customer wants to be located near the Florida Turnpike. So we have to find the Florida Turnpike on this map. I'm going to zoom in using this zoom button. And the Turnpike is this road here. Just looking for its, I know that's the Turnpike, but just because you have to be a little bit familiar with the area. If you double click on the map, it'll zoom in. I don't see an identifier on there just to share that it is the Turnpike, but it is the Turnpike in Florida. So that's Florida's Turnpike. You can see this one is Highway 27, and you can see this connects all the way to Interstate 75, but it's weird that I don't see Florida's Turnpike. But let's try clicking on here and see. In this feature, you can jump to an address. So if I just type in here Florida's Turnpike, I'd like to see what it does, if it does anything at all. Okay, so Florida's Turnpike, it found something in South Florida. So this is the Turnpike, but it goes throughout most of the state. So we want to focus on the area that we're looking at. Sorry if this seems confusing. I'm going to switch from satellite view to map view because maybe it's identified there. I'm going to zoom in. I like the satellite view. That's my preference. That's why it was probably showing up there. And here you see on the map view, this road is called the Florida's Turnpike. And so this one here is the Florida Turnpike. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this drawing feature. This is a freehand polygon, which means once I click on this, it's like a pen. I'll be able to write on the screen with my mouse pad and circle. So I'm going to circle an area near the turnpike so that way homes with that type of acreage near the turnpike will be filtered out from the rest of these. Not filtered out, but filtered in. So freehand, and here I'm drawing. The customer wants to be located near the turnpike. And so these properties, I would say, are close enough to the turnpike. Again, the customer can always discard ones that they're not interested in. So there are the ones that are near the turnpike. Now we can click here on results. And we see all of these properties with at least an acre. The most expensive one of the bunch happens to be 9927 Betancourt, which is Shaquille O'Neal's house. Let's just take a break and look at that one for a second. All right. So I have a feeling this customer is not shopping in the $20 million price range based on the home that she inquired with us about, but it's still interesting and fun to take a look at Shaq's house, isn't it? Nice. Pretty sweet. Wow. I don't think that's laminate floor. Interesting kitchen. There's the bed that we've seen on MTV Cribs. Wow, look at that view. And there's his basketball court. Pretty sweet. And his garage and a nice floor plan. Pretty cool. Butler chain of lakes. Okay, I digress. That's Shaq's house. We're going to go back to the search criteria here. And I'm going to change the price range to, we're going to go from 300,000 to 700,000 and let the customer decide what in that price range she's interested in. That gives us 34 results. Now we're going to click results just to get an idea of what those homes are like. And here they are. Here's one. Another one here, Lenora Park in Leesburg, West Orange Country Club in Winter Garden, Blackwood Avenue in Gotha. So all of these you can get onto the turnpike within 15 minutes or less. So these are the results. Now what we can do from here is create a automated search by clicking save, create a new auto email. Then you would create the contact name, create the subject line, decide how often you want to send customer emails. So I might choose 3 times a week, let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the morning, rather than as soon as possible. As soon as possible, when you have 34 results, it might email them too often. But Monday, Wednesday, Friday is probably adequate. 3 times a week, 1 email, 3 times a week. And then you save it, and that one is on autopilot. So hopefully you learned from this little lesson. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. Thanks.